His Arabic? He was an Arab?
He wasn't Muslim. He was a white man.
Oh, come on, he's a white man, right?
He told him that. This is the book of Babylon to Timbuktu, written by Rudolph R. Windsor. It said when Muhammad was born, many Arabs were still worshiping the sun, stars, spirits, and idols. The Arabs possessed 360 idols, one for each day of the year. They served all idols, 360, right? And y'all still bowing down to the damn rock in Mecca, right? Damn idols. Something that don't move, something that don't talk, it don't eat. Right?
Wicked. It was what? The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. No, the righteous are in charge. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Read. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. He do what? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Says so the wicked is controlling the world right now, and they're covering the faces of the judges thereof. Our true judge is Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world so ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 1.
Bring it out.
It said, and he answered me, saying, the Most High has made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
Now everybody gonna make
the world to come for few.
Hey, the world to come is for few, man, right? Only a remnant is gonna wake up and turn back to the Lord in these last days.
That's right.
The world to come is for few, we don't.
The smile of the Lord is gonna be from St. Louis to Los Angeles.
It's time to wake up and know what the hell time we living in. Like you say in the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. Because our salvation is near. Don't you see all these signs kicking off in the world? Don't you see, do you think this is a game, man? All these things is growing up to the coming of the Lord. Right now. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 5.
Yo!
And now saith the Lord. And now saith the Lord, that for me from the womb to be his servant, to be his what? Be his servant. Everybody is serving of the Lord. To be his servant. Israelites are the servants. And he rose us up to be servants of the Lord. You know? To bring Jacob again to him. To bring everybody. To bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered yet. Israel is not gathered. Like the brothers were bringing out earlier, Zephaniah 2 and 1, Genesis 49 and 1, where we all scattered, man. The Lord said it's time to gather ourselves together. So he sent the men of the Lord out here to gather his people and bring them back to him in these last days. Bring it up. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of Yahweh. And my God shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob. Do what? Raise up the tribes of Jacob. We're trying to raise up the tribes of Jacob. I don't know what the sign is, but we're trying to wake up the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, in these last days. We're out here being servants of the Lord to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, you know? And to restore the preserve of Israel. Trying to restore the preserve. We're trying to wake up the elect. Give me that in Ezekiel. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. Made us a what? A watchman. What does a watchman do? Like a watchman is on the towers. He's foreseeing the evil. He's seeing the things that's coming before his people. Right? And he got to go out there and warn the people. That's what we out here doing. Warning the people of what the things that's coming on the earth. Read that. Unto the house of Israel. The house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. Do what? Give them warning from me. And the Lord said, give them warning from me. Right? Why would you have to get warning from the Lord? Because the Lord is coming to send plagues on the earth. The Lord is coming to send death on the earth. And the Lord is coming to send a famine on the earth. Right? It's nothing good coming to this world, man. Right? That's why people got to wake up and understand what times we're living in. Right? You got a precept? Give me the book of Ezekiel chapter 29 and verse 5. That's what I want. It's the book of Ezekiel chapter 29 and verse 4.
Yo.
But I will put hooks in thy claws. Nine of four.
Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4.
Yo.
And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
What are they doing?
Sigh and that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
He's trying to seal the elect, right? That's actually crying and sighing for the abominations of this world, right? It's wickedness that's on this earth, right? You got damn homosexuality, right? You got men that want to be women that want to be men, right? You got everybody want to be a damn rapper and a celebrity and a star, right? And the Lord's not dealing with that, man, right? He's trying to seal the elect. We're trying to seal the humble, the meek, those that want to serve the Lord in these last days, those that want to get salvation, those that love their people, man. That's what we're trying to do in these last days, right? The Lord doesn't want cools and tomfoolery, man, right? The Lord wants He wants men that's going to serve Him, women that's going to serve Him, children that's going to serve Him. Finish that out.
Verse number 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare.
Do what?
Let not your eyes spare.
And the Lord's going to send these death angels out here, man, right? To smite the people, right? That don't want to serve Him in these last days. And y'all going to have to get put to death, right? That is thus said the Lord. These not our own words. And this is what the Lord said, man. Right, wrote that on.
Let not your eyes spare. Neither have you pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children.
He said what?
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children.
And the women gotta get it, the children gotta get it, and the men gotta get it, the elderly, and it don't matter, man. Right? The Lord doesn't have a respect of person, right? If you wicked, and you gotta get that wicked punishment, which is death, right? You know?
And women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
And if you got that mark and you seal, you got the testimony of Yahweh Shai, you're not gonna have to worry about that, right? You got a precept, bring it out. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28.
Yo.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Said what? There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Said spirits that what? That are created for vengeance. I thought the angels were just white babies that got damn diapers on with the halos over their head. For vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of Him that made them. And the Lord's going to send these death angels out here in the last days, right? That's why it's important. Hey, how y'all doing, family? I got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord. Don't learn who y'all are in these last days. It's very important, right? They got to know what y'all got to be doing. Y'all got to repent and keep the commandments, man, right? It's no time to play and think this is a damn joke, think this is a damn game, think this is just entertainment, right? And it's life or death. The Lord said, He said the commandments before us, man. You're either going to choose life or you're going to choose death. Hey, brother.
Hey, check it out, man.
See that? Hey, brother Stiffhard, man. Give me 29, Ezekiel 29 and 18.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 29, verse 18.
Yo.
Son of man, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, caused his army to serve a great service against tyrants.
Brother in the cardigan, you got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord?
Come on, brother.
2 minutes, brother.
It's life or death, brother.
Brother, get out.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 18.
Yo.
And I will persecute them with the sword, and with famine, and with pestilence, and will deliver them to be removed to all the kingdoms of the earth, to be a curse, and an astonishment, and a hissing, and a reproach among all the nations whither I have driven them.
So the Lord's going to be sending these, Jeremiah 28:8. And the Lord's sending these things on the earth, right? And the Lord's cracking open, crack open that fifth seal, right? And all these things going to come to pass, right? And what are you going to do in those days? Who are you going to call on in those days if you don't know your God? If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, right? There's not going to be any deliverance for you, right? Finish that out.
Because, this is verse 19, because they have not hearkened to my words.
Because they did what?
They have not hearkened to my words.
Right? And our people walk up down this street probably week in and week out, and they don't want to hear the words of the Lord, man. They don't even understand that their history, right, their future is right here in this book, man, right? Everything you need to be doing in these last days is literally right here, right? And these brothers been out here laboring for them, man, right? We not out here, right? We're not out here for our own vain glory, man, right? We out here for our people, right? Those that want to seek learning, those that want to understand what time they're living in, right? Those that actually have a humble spirit and want to learn what the Lord wants them to do. Bring that up.
But it's like, right, chapter 33 and verse 17. Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning.
Say what?
But for all them that seek learning.
We out here for those that want to seek learning, those that want to understand what they got to be doing. Thus said the Lord, right? Not thus said the so-called white man. Go and get the damn jab. Go to these damn colleges to get the white picket fence and live the damn American dream. No, man. We out here to serve the Lord, right? Hey, family, brother. Hey, brother, you got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord? Real quick, brother. Real quick. Right? See, that's our people, man. Give me the book of Ezekiel chapter 8 and verse 18 real quick.
She said always and kept walking.
Give me that real quick.
Ezekiel chapter 8 verse 18. Therefore I will also deal in fury. My eyes shall not spare.
Say what?
My eyes shall not spare.
The Lord's not going to spare these people that don't want to hearken unto him, man. Right? He's reaching out his hand, trying to pull them back in, man. But he's not going to have any pity upon these people when it's that time, man. You know?
Neither will I have pity, and through thy cry, and my ears with a loud voice.
No, they cry, right? When all those things is going on, they on their damn knees, right? Crying to probably damn so-called Caesar boys here, right? Jesus, because they didn't understand that the Lord was black. But he was out here trying to teach them, but they didn't want to hear it, right? They out here crying to the Lord, and what are you going to do?
Yeah, I will not hear them.
Say what?
Yeah, I will not hear them.
The Lord's not going to hear you in those days, man.
Right.
Also in the book of John chapter 9 and verse 31, he don't even hear sinners, right? So he's not going to deliver you in those days, right? Because you didn't want to hearken unto the Lord. Bring it up. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Most High hated sinners. Say what? The Most High hated sinners. The Lord hates the sin, but not the sinner. The Most High hated sinners. The Most High hates sinners, man.
Right.
He ain't all these people out here sinning, breaking the Sabbath, don't got their fringes on, right? Don't love their brothers, right? Eating damn abominable foods, pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, right? And the Most High hates these people, man. Right, you know? And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly. Or it's gonna repay vengeance unto the ungodly, right? You might get shot down right in the street, right? Because, hey, you're not keeping the commandments. You don't have the protection of the Lord, right? You know? And keepeth them against the mighty day of their judgment. Right? And he's going to keep them against the mighty day of their judgment, right? And in that judgment, then you want to be counted worthy, man. And worthy for all the things that you have done, because all your works is going to be accounted for in that day. So it's best that you're doing the right works, meaning keeping the commandments, doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Thus said the Lord. Read that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 5, verse 4. For thou art not a God that have pleasure in wickedness.
He said what?
Thou art not a God that have pleasure in wickedness.
And the Lord don't have pleasure in wickedness. He's not going to tempt a man to do evil, man, right? He's not going to tempt you to damn go and roll up a damn blunt, right? Go and try to mess with this other man's wife. Right? The Lord's not tempting you to do that. And that's your own flesh, right? Like the brother was bringing out. And you fell into your lust, right? And you falling farther and farther away from the Most High, right? You know?
Neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
Right.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
And that's in the Old Testament, right? He hated all workers of iniquity.
Right.
Give me the 3 and 1. Right? Cause we out here trying to fish our people, man. Give me Jeremiah 31. Hold on. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 3. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 3 and 1. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become an other man's, shall he return unto her? And no, you can't return unto her.
a woman that you put away in the Old Testament and try to deal with her again. You can't do that. For what?
Shall not that land greatly be, shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
Israel played the harlot with many lovers, right? They going into all these damn ideologies, philosophies of the so-called what? Hey, family. How you doing, sister? How you doing? You know what your nationality is according to the Bible? You know what your nationality is according to the Bible?
I thought I did. Egyptian?
No, it's not Egyptian, sister. Right? If you got 2 minutes, we can show you through the Bible.
I'll have to come.
I gotta speak. I can't speak my own word. Right? My words don't matter. It's all about the Lord's word. Right? So if you got 2 minutes, you can actually learn who you are. Because you not knowing who you are, something was taken from you. Right? And when was it taken from you? It was through slavery. Right? And our nationality and who we actually are and our customs and our heritage, it was taken through slavery, right? And we got to figure out who we actually are and what we're supposed to be doing. Are we just black people in America? We shall overcome, just walking around, marching in the street, every damn time somebody gets shot down, right? And we got to figure out who we actually are.
I worked for Ebony and Jet magazine for 20 years. I also went and stayed in Africa, West Africa. So I'm a little familiar with that whole, but I would love to hear what you have to say because I'm sure you'll open up a whole new perspective for me.
Give me 2 minutes, I can break it down real quick.
But I'll
2 minutes, real quick.
I'll come back.
2 minutes, sister. Give me 1 minute, I'll break it down quick. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right, how did we get over here to America? Did we fly a first class plane over here? Our people as a nationality.
A first class plane?
How did we get over here?
Came over here through slavery.
Right, but what form of transportation?
You'd have to tell me.
Right? You ever heard of the transatlantic slave trade?
Transatlantic slave.
Right? What did they do? Didn't they pack them on boats? And they sent us over here?
From what I've learned or what I know, yes.
And we was on boats. Now, what if I told you that was written in the Bible?
I would welcome that.
Right? Let's figure. Let's find this out there.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
This is pertaining to the Israelites and what was going to happen to them in the future. It's a prophecy. Right? Bring it up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right. So the Israelites, you listen to this, sister? The Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt. Right? He said he's going to bring them into Egypt again. It's okay, brother. Right? He said he's going to bring them into Egypt again, into slavery again. Read on.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America?
With ships.
Right. So it was a prophecy that the Israelites are going to slavery on ships. Right? So if the Israelites if the Israelites went into slavery on ships, and we went into slavery on ships, and we don't know who we are, who must that make us? And we the Israelites, you gotta repent and keep the commandments, sister. Right? It'll make us the Israelites, right? Give me finish that out Jeremiah. Verse 1.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, and verse number 1. If they say if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again to me.
Said what?
Yet return again to me.
Hey, the Lord wants you to return again to him, man. You said what? You just listening? What's your nationality though? Yeah. What's your father's race?
Pakistan.
Oh, okay. So are you a Muslim? You're a Muslim? You believe in the Quran and all that? Hey, get him out. Go in my bag. That gray bag right there. The Nike bag. So who is the chosen people in the Quran? You said what? Who is that? The children of Israel, right? So the children of Israel being the chosen people, right? What does it matter that you read the Quran? Because the chosen people in the Quran and in the Bible is the chosen people. Are you an Israelite? Right? So you ain't chosen. They broke. You said they broke the covenant. Give me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, and verse 35. So he casted the Israelites off. He not dealing with the Israelites no more. I'm talking about is God, Allah, is he not dealing with the Israelites no more? You said he casted them off.
Every single message.
Yeah, but is he not? They broke the covenant, yes, but is he not dealing with them anymore? Like it's not his people. Is he not having an everlasting covenant with the Israelites?
Whoever came with Moses, they're the ones who found that true covenant.
Yeah, but you said he broke it. What does that matter?
People broke the covenant. They broke the don't hate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, monotheism with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
What does that matter though? Because he's still dealing with the Israelites, right?
I don't really see he's still dealing with them, honestly.
And he's still dealing with them as a people. Meaning, remember when he gave him the covenant, he said, "You should be my people."
And they broke it.
Right.
And the new messengers came after Moses.
The new messengers.
Isa came after
Who's the? So you saying Moses? You saying Muhammad is a prophet?
Muhammad is a prophet. We believe Muhammad is the last prophet.
We're gonna do
I
it.
believe it's the Bible.
Bring that out real quick.
Can you guys open up Isaiah?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, and verse number 35. Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for light by day, and the ordinances of the moon, and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh, it's like Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me,
He said, if the ordinance of the Lord depart, meaning the sun, the moon, the stars, depart from or what?
saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
He said, then the nation of Israel will cease from being a nation from him. So just because they broke the covenant, that doesn't mean anything, because they're still his people, right? And bring that out real quick, because guess what? He's making a new covenant with the children of Israel, right? Bring that out.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verse 8. For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, with the house of Israel, and with the house of Judah.
So he's making a new covenant. Yeah, we broke it, we fell short, right? But the Lord's going to make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Jacob, read on.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
See, the Israelites did continue in the covenant of the Lord. But what? Read on.
But this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days,
So he's going to make that new covenant with the house of Israel. Yeah, you can ask a question, brother.
saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God.
Say what?
I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
So he didn't cast the Israelites off, right? He has a new covenant coming with the children of Israel. And you said he gave it to the new messengers, right? Who is the prophets in the Quran? Who is the truth? Give me the book.
I want to show you. I want to ask you guys a question. You guys are talking over the mic.
We're gonna deal with your Quran, right? We're gonna see.
Can I ask you a question or no?
Okay, what's your question?
Can you guys open up Isaiah 42?
He's a boarding prophet.
So you believe in the Bible?
Yeah, I believe in the Bible. Parts of the Bible. The Quran says that the Quran is the Hayman al-Ali. It's the thing that protected the Bible.
No way.
Yeah, 42 and 40. Isaiah 42.
We're not gonna read the whole thing out here, bro. What's your point for going to Isaiah 42? What's your point for going
I just
there?
want to ask you who's the messenger mentioned in Isaiah 42?
2 verse 11. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 11. Let the wilderness.
No, above. Go ahead. Maybe 10. Let me see it. Can I hold the Bible or no?
You can't touch it.
Why not? I can't touch it. I just want to show you the verses.
He don't want you to touch his Bible.
Huh?
He don't want
You guys have another Bible I can open?
Nah,
Can you use that one?
that ain't mine, brother. I'm sure they don't want you to touch it. Bring out your piece of it.
Isaiah 42. Can you just read it?
It's Isaiah 42:1, like the context. Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, my elect, in whom I so delighted. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles.
Right?
And he put the spirit upon the elect. Who is the elect?
Who are the Gentiles?
Right. Who is the verse? Who is the?
Ask the question, who are the Gentiles?
We can get into that, but we gotta deal with this first. Read it again for the top.
Now, who are the Gentiles?
Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, my elect. Say what? My elect. Who is the elect of the Most High?
No, I'm asking who.
Get that real quick. Isaiah 45 and 4. Book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, my elect. And what? And Israel, my elect. Israel is the elect. They're the true prophets of the Lord, not Muhammad, right? Because we finna go into your Quran and see who the true prophets is. Right, Brandon? It's Surah 29 and 27.
It's the book of Surah, chapter 29, verse 27.
This your Quran, right?
You guys asked my question. Who are the Gentiles, man? I asked you this simple question.
The Gentiles, which Gentiles?
Okay, I'm asking you, what is
It's
the
two
Gentiles?
different types of
What
Gentiles.
is the same thing? What's the definition of Gentiles?
We're gonna deal with it. Give me the book of
I'm asking Isaiah 42. I want to stick with this topic. Why can't I stick with this topic?
a Gentile. Normally is somebody that's not an Israelite,
So that's not Israel. What they do.
but it can be also an Israelite that fell into the
In
customs.
this Isaiah 42, they're at the Mount of Silla, right? The Mount of Silla, right? No, I'm saying Mount of Silla. That Mount. Right? I hold the Bible on them.
You got a phone? Pull it up. Yeah, Brandon,
This is
Okay, look
the
right here.
design
Isaiah
of
42, 11. That's the wilderness and the mountains.
Let us pull this out real quick.
it's the design of the
Mike, yours is
compact
louder.
dictionary,
It's just louder.
right? It says, this is the definition of the Gentiles. It says, usually, it means a non-Israelite people.
like I said, it's usually someone that's not an Israelite. But read on.
What is their religion, though?
Under conditions of peace, considerate treatment was accorded Gentiles by the Israelites under Old Testament law.
Can you get Isaiah
So
42,
we
verse
don't
11?
have a religion. We're not dealing with religion.
Verse Isaiah 42, verse 11.
No, precept.
That's not a question, man. I'm not trying to debate you guys.
What is it? Bring it out.
This is Surah 4, Ayat 34. So can you beat your wife?
Huh?
Can you beat your wife?
Tell me what they're doing now.
Can you beat your wife
No,
according to the
that's not-
Quran?
Look, this is what I'm talking about. I asked you guys a question, you guys didn't answer it. Now you guys are going to the verse. You guys can answer the question.
Are we dealing with your
I'm asking
Quran?
you guys a question. Isaiah 42.
We just answered your question. You said who's the Gentiles?
Okay, where's the Gentiles and where's the Mount of Selah? And the verse mentioned Mount Selah, Isaiah 42, verse 11. It says the mountains of Selah will rejoice. Where is the Mount of Selah?
What's your point? What's your point, brother?
Sinai, not Sinai.
What's your point, brother?
S-E-L-I or S-I-L-I? S-I-L-I.
Bring that out.
It actually does.
So what's the Arabic word for strike?
Huh?
What's the Arabic word?
No,
Exactly. What does that say? Daraba. Now, if you go into the Arabic, it says daraba, right? Yes. So that means to strike, right? So that it says right there to strike your wife, right?
Oh, you guys are
Let me
crazy.
go into it.
I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to. That's not what we're talking about. I can go there later.
It says men are in charge of women by right of what Allah has given them.
So you guys have to go through these ones because you guys can't deal with this verse.
For maintenance, for wealth,
I
for
said, what's the Mount of
righteousness,
Selah?
women are devoutly obedient, guarding the husband's absence what Allah would have them guard. But those wives from whom you fear arrogance, first advise them, then if they persist,
First advise them, then what?
forsake them in bed,
Don't have sex with your wife, right? But advise them, forsake them, and then what?
and finally, daraba.
And do what?
Finally, strike them.
So do you agree with your text? With your Quran?
You guys don't understand the context behind it, that's why. If I had to explain,
What's the context?
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
What's the context?
I'm trying to tell you guys, listen. I asked you guys a simple question, you guys had to go to this. Real?
But I asked you,
This is a long discussion right there.
it's not a long, it's not a long discussion.
There's a lot of violent verses in the Bible. You agree, yes or no? We can go there if you want.
We don't beat our wives though.
We can go to the violent verses.
Can you beat your wife according to the Quran?
That's not exactly what it's saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What is it saying then?
Assalamu alaikum.
It's not exactly what it says.
Can you beat? What does it say?
They didn't answer my first question. I said
So what is it, brother? What does it say?
Where's the Mount of Selah? Wait, hold on. Where's the Mount of Selah?
What does it
He
say?
doesn't know. He doesn't know where the Mount of Selah is.
Let's finish reading. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 11. Let the wilderness and the city.
Hold on, we reading your verse. We reading your verse.
Let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice, the villages that Kedar doeth inhabit. Let the inhabitants of the rocks sing, let them shout from the top of the mountains. Where does it say the mountains?
I can give you the Mount Sinai right here. Let's go, open up anybody right here. Right here, I got it right here. Right here, look, ready? Ready? Verse 11. Let the wilderness and the towns rejoice. Let the settlements where Kedar, where's Kedar at? You guys don't know. Let us rejoice. Let the people of Selah sing for joy. Read it right here in your own Bible.
Translation is that?
That's the same thing. The New International Version. You guys don't follow NIV?
Deal with it.
You guys don't know.
We're going to go into your Quran though.
Let's see, look, there you go. Let's go to your Quran.
Read that again. 29, 27.
Let's pull up Bible verses. I don't know, Bible
This is the
verses.
book of Surah, chapter 29, verse 27. We blessed him with Isaac and later Jacob, and reserved prophethood and revelation for his descendants.
Read that again from the top.
We blessed him with Isaac and later Jacob,
Isaac and Jacob, and read on.
and reserved prophethood,
And what?
reserved prophethood,
And reserved the prophethood, read on.
and revelation for his descendants.
You guys
So,
follow the New International Version of the Bible or no?
Is Muhammad part of the Abraham, Isaac, and
Well, you
Jacob
guys are not paying attention.
descendants?
You guys can't answer the question. I'm being
Is
honest.
Muhammad part of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
I'll ask you guys a question. You
So
guys answer.
Muhammad's not a prophet.
Prophet Muhammad never beat his wife.
Read
No, we're not
Read
talking
that-
beating wives.
read that- read
They can't.
that again.
They
Never beat his wife.
Listen. I tell you, I asked them a
We
question. They couldn't
blessed
answer
him
it.
with
They went to the
Isaac
hitting verse.
and
That's all
later
they-
Jacob,
because they couldn't answer the
and
question.
reserved prophethood and revelation for his descendants.
She
We
just said,
gave
"What
him his
is it?"
reward in this life, and then hereafter he will certainly be among the righteous.
So he gave prophethood to Isaac and Jacob and his descendants.
Right.
When did he give it to Muhammad?
Jesus
Right.
said, hold on, let me explain that. Jesus said in the King James Version, he said, it's expedient that I leave because if not, Ahmed won't come. And that's another name of Prophet
25,
Muhammad.
11 through 1. You can kill a woman if she sees
Cool.
a man's private parts without her
And that's
permission.
another name of Prophet Muhammad.
Chapter verse,
Ahmed.
brother.
Ahmed.
Bring it up.
Ahmed.
Bring it up.
Bring it up.
Now, go to the King. I ain't read it in a little while.
We
but it's in
dealt
the
with
King
your
James
question.
You
Version.
did not do my
Yeah,
version.
we
I
did.
asked you when
It
the Mount
is
Sinai, you still
expedient.
haven't answered it.
that I
What
was
does
going
that
away.
matter? though?
Because the Mount Sinai is in Medina. This is at Saudi Arabia, Mecca. Who else was a prophet inside Saudi Arabia?
No, I knew it.
Was Israelites not everywhere? Was Israelites not everywhere?
The Gentiles that were in Medina, right?
Said what?
The Gentiles were in Medina, right? You know where Medina is?
But that's not talking about Ishmaelite.
Name one prophet in history. You name me one prophet in history that went to the Mount of Sinai and I'll let this debate go. Name
It sure wasn't Muhammad.
So who else? Come on, you can't answer, but I
It sure wasn't
don't know if
Muhammad.
you guys are that me up or not. I don't know if you
But
guys
Muhammad's not a prophet, right? And you will be going into captivity, thus saith the Lord, right? The Lord's not dealing with Israelites, right? He's gonna put y'all to death in these last days, right?
that look good.
And yeah, Muhammad was a white man, right? He wasn't Arabic.
How was he not? He was Arabic? He was an Arab?
He wasn't Muslim. He was a white man.
Come on, he's a white man, right?
Bring it up.
This is the book of Babylon to Timbuktu, written by Rudolph R. Windsor. It said when Muhammad was born, many Arabs were still worshiping the sun, stars, spirits, and idols. The Arabs possessed 360 idols, one for each day of the year. They served all idols, 360, right? And y'all still bowing down to the damn rock in Mecca, right? Damn idols. Something that don't move, something that don't talk, it don't eat, right? You know. It said Muhammad was born 570 AD, 4 years after the death of Emperor Justinian. He was descended from the tribe of Quraysh, the family of Hashem. The mentality was prodigious. He couldn't deal with it, man. He's cut up in the heart, right? The Lord's not dealing with y'all people, man. Right? Get ready for captivity, right? Get ready to work on the plantations, right? Get ready to serve the Israelites. Right. That's all you got coming for you, brother. It's the book. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
And who?
And the Ishmaelites.
And who?
And the Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites took crafty counsel against our people.
Right.
Now they setting up in the hoods. Right? They want to have these damn bodegas and these liquor stores, and they have the little designer stores. They want to profit off our people because they're taking crafty counsel that we don't understand who we actually are. But now we rising up and understanding that we the Israelites, man. Right? We the servants of the Most High. Right? We the children of the Most High. Right? And we got the kingdom coming to our people, man. Right? And he's not dealing with Ishmaelites, man. Right? Give me Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. Because we really out here for our people, man. I don't even like dealing with them. I'm out here for my people. I want to wake them up and let them know what they're doing, man. Right? So they can get the deliverance. So they can get the salvation. So they can see the downfall of their enemies. Give me the book of Baruch chapter 4 verse 24 too.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Right, and our people need to be seeking the Lord while he may be found. Not seeking Allah, damn Muhammad, right? All these damn false prophets and false gods. We need to be seeking the Most High, right? While he may be found. Because there's going to be a time when we're not going to be out here no more. Able to edify the people. Able to let them know what they need to be doing. Able to let them know what they got to be doing to please the Lord. Right, read on.
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Hey, family. Sister, you got 2 minutes for the word? Real quick, see that?
Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord.
Do what?
Return unto the Lord.
And our people need to return to the Lord, right? Meaning they coming back to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Coming back to forsake their evil ways and their sins and put in this immortality, you know?
And he will have mercy upon him and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon.
Right, and he's going to pardon us and have mercy upon us when that day comes, when he comes to deliver his people. And come to destroy the wicked and the sinners out of this wicked ass kingdoms, man. Right? Give me that Baruch 4:24.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 24. Like as now the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity.
Right? And the neighbors of Zion have seen our captivity. The Ishmaelites seen our captivities. The Edomites seen our captivities. The Moabites seen our captivity. Right? And they don't say restore. Right? They don't want to give us the reparations that they promised unto us. Right? They know that we the bottom of society. They know that we went into captivity. Right? Hey, brother, come hear the words of the Lord. All praise to the Most High. See that? What's your nationality, Ken? Yeah. Watch the sign. Watch the sign. Yeah, you good? No, you good, bro. What's your nationality, Ken? All right, give me the book of Jeremiah 17:4 real quick. Hey, brother, come learn what you got to be doing in these last days and learn who you actually are, right? Because it's very important. Right. What's your nationality? If I ask you, what would you say?
I'd say Creole.
Creole?
Yeah, that's
Creole? What's your father's race? Your father. Creole. You know, Creoles are actually Israelites according to the Bible, right? Because how did our people get over here? Slavery, right? And what happened during slavery? You ever seen Roots?
No.
You ever seen Roots? Right. So in Roots, it's a compilation of like episodes of slavery, right? And the events that took place. And during that those events, something was taken from them, right? Once they went into slavery, because before slavery, they had a nationality, they had a language, they had a heritage, right? They knew who their God was, right? Now that's taken from us, and now we don't know these things, and now we're just walking around in America like everything all good, right? Now we just walking around in America taking whatever the so-called white man gives us, right? And all these other nations. Now it's time to wake up and understand who you actually are, what you need to be doing, right? Because that thing being taken from you, right? Hey, you got to get it back, man, right?
You gotta be a man and get back what was stolen from you.
Right.
Would you let somebody take your phone, run off, and not, you just go, oh man, damn, he got me. He hit a lick on me. What you gonna do? And you gonna run and get your phone, right? So you gotta run back to the Lord and get your salvation that He has for you, right?
So what religion y'all?
Give me the book of Deuteronomy 4 and verse 5. We're not a religion, brother. Right? No. Because you're not going to find a religion in the Bible.
Right.
You're not going to find Christianity. You're not going to find a Mormon, a damn Muslim. You're not going to find it in the Bible.
Y'all have no religion.
You don't have a religion. Right? Let's pick this thing up. Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
This the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse, you said 4 and 5, right?
The Lord never gave religion. This is what the Lord gave to His people.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment.
He taught us Christianity.
Statutes and judgment.
The Lord taught His people statutes and judgments, you know?
Even as the Lord my God commanded me that ye should do so in the land whither ye go possess it.
The Lord taught His people statutes and judgments. He didn't never teach Christianity, Mormonism, Catholicism. He never taught these things, right? There we believe in the Most High, right? Go back to Jonah 9 and 1 and 9 real quick. Because do you know who is the chosen people of the Lord? The Israelites, right? Who is the Israelites today? You don't know, right? Because you got to understand the Israelites are lost. Isaiah 1 and 3 too.
It's the book of Jonah, chapter 1, verse 9.
Oh.
And he said unto them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven.
He said what?
I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven.
Yeah, we believe in the Most High, right? And we fear the Most High, the God of heaven, the God that created all the things that you see, right? You know?
Which hath made the sea and the dry land. Then were the main.
We believe the Most High that made all the things that you see every day, right? Bring it up.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
Yo.
The ox knoweth his owner.
So you say you don't know who Israel is. Check this out. Bring it up.
This is Isaiah 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
These two dumb animals, they know their owner and they know their master's crib, right? They know if they get it straight, they can go back to their master. But what?
But Israel,
Who?
but Israel,
But who?
but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
Right, so the Israelites in 2022 don't know who the hell they are, right? The Israelites in 2022 don't even consider who they are. They just okay with calling themselves things that was given to them, right? That the Lord never called them, right? So now we got to figure out who the Israelites is today in 2022, right? Let's figure this thing out. What you got? Yeah, 42 and 22. Let's see where the Israelites are. Read that.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22.
Yo.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right, so the Israelites, they are a robbed and spoiled people, you know?
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Where's the Israelites?
Hid in prison houses.
Where's the Israelites?
Hid in prison house.
Most of the Israelites are hid in prison houses. So what men fill the prison houses today? You said what? Well, who was the Most High talking about? The what? You speaking of what? You speaking of what people? The Israelites, right? You know?
They are for a prey and none delivering.
Right, they are for a prey and none delivering. Nobody's saying get these people out of here, right? Nobody's saying restore the Israelites and bring them back up from the robbed and spoiled condition that they in.
Right.
So you got precept bring it up.
This is the book of Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5.
Yo.
See what's happening to the Israelites in 2022.
Whose possessors slayed them.
What is a possession? What is a possession? That's something that you hold on to. Like you possess the orange juice, right? That means it's yours, right? So he said, "Whose possessors slayed them," meaning they're in captivity. Right? He said, "Whose possessors slayed them," and what?
Whose possessors slayed them and hold themselves not guilty.
What people is killing people and not holding themselves guilty. And what people are they killing? Right? And they hold themselves not guilty. So, and this is what's happening to the Israelites in 2022. And who would that fit? That would fit us, right? He said the Israelites, they get slain in the street. And these people don't hold themselves guilty, right? And he's speaking to the Israelites. And so far, he's looking up with us. And if he's speaking to the Israelites, who must that make us, brother? He said what? Right, who is the children of God? The Israelites. Right. It is plain, brother. Right, we the Israelites, right? Now, I'm gonna put the icing on the cake, right? How did our people get over here? What form of transportation? Boat, right? Now, what if I told you that's in the Bible, that the Israelites were going to slavery on ships?
My main question is, like, how do y'all continue to build and continue to gather other people to deliver the same message that y'all call?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
You know what the Israelites was doing in Egypt? Somebody give me Judas 5 and 11. Let's figure out what the Israelites was doing in Egypt.
Judas chapter 5 verse 11. And it reads, therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dwelt subtility with them and brought them low with labor and grit and made them slaves.
Made them what?
And made them slaves.
So the Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt, right? You know about Moses, right? And he said, let my people go. Right? Why would anybody have to come into a place and say, hey, let my mans go? Let my people go? What were they doing? Why would he have to say that? They enslaved, right? So the Israelites was enslaved in Egypt. And so Moses had to go in there and say, hey, let my people go. Right? So we can go serve the Lord. Right? There you go.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
The Lord said he's going to bring the Israelites into Egypt again. So what do you think that's talking about? Going to bring them into Egypt. They were slaves in Egypt. So when he's going to bring them into what again?
I feel like he's going to bring them to a higher power.
He's going to bring, he's talking about something bad that's going to happen, right? I got to break it down. Give me 28 and 15 real quick. We're going to go back to that real quick.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Because after Moses delivered the Israelites, you heard about the 10 Commandments, right? All praise to the Most High. So he made the 10 Commandments with the Israelites. It's a covenant, right? And the Israelites agreed to do the covenant. It's just like a contract. You're agreeing to do everything that's above the dotted line, right? So the Israelites agreed to keep the covenant. But it's a flip side too. Like if you keep the commandments, you're gonna get the blessings, but if you don't, you're gonna get some curses. It's just like if your mama said, hey, you better get all A's this year, or you ain't gonna get that new bike you want, right? Hey, what's the bad part from not getting a good grades? You ain't gonna get that bike. You ain't gonna get that blessing, right? It's gonna be bad things. Now you're gonna get the punishment. Now you can't go out all summer and you gotta go to summer school, right? That's the punishment. It's just like with the Israelites, the Lord dealt with the Israelites like that. Read 20 and 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right. So if the Israelites don't listen to the Most High God, read on.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
To do all his commandments.
If they don't listen and hearken unto the Lord to do his commandments that they agreed to, read on.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these good things.
All these curses.
Right? All these curses is going what?
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so if they don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord says he's going to have to put curses upon them, right? Meaning it's a punishment. Just like your mama said, hey, we're gonna eat some chicken tonight. And take out the chicken out the freezer and let it thaw out. What's going to happen if she get home and you ain't protect the chicken out? Right? And what's she going to do to you? She might punch you, right? And that's their punishment. And the Lord's going to put them curses on them for not keeping what they agreed to do, right? So us going through these curses is going to identify who the Israelites is today. Further identify, right? Go back to 68.
But still never answer my question. I'm going to answer it. Because I'm on time.
I got you. Two verses.
Listen, bro, because if you talking to me, and I leave, right? And I don't feel straight. That's
why you got it.
But if I break 100 people, and let you
talk to them, and they listen to what you're saying, then you're making a purpose.
That's up to you to take the things that I said and lay them in your heart and be like, okay, and go and search out. I want you to believe what I'm saying. I want you to go out and search the things.
Bro, listen, I was raised on this. That's what I understand. I started with Proverbs. My favorite verse from Proverbs 50 years like capacity, certain amount of things.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. You gotta understand that it's things that's required of you. You can't just walk around.
I was built on.
You can't just walk around and do your own thing. There's certain things that you gotta do. Thus saith the Lord, right? You can't just walk around and be who you want to be, right? You gotta be a man of the Lord, right? Meaning it's things that you have to do, right? Actions that you have to take to show the Lord that you actually love Him and want to serve Him. Right. You can't just do your own thing. Do you love God?
I do.
How do you show God that you love Him?
I pray, I worship, I obey.
But how did God say you show Him that you love Him?
You should fear Him.
All right, let's figure it out.
For this is the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
He said, this is the love of God. Right? It's going to tell you how you show your love for the Most High. Right?
That we keep His commandments.
You do what?
That we keep His commandments.
You show God you love Him by keeping His commandments. Right? You have to put forth the action of showing them that you want to serve Him. Right? You can tell anybody that you love Him, but if you're not putting forth the action behind it, do you truly love Him? Right? You got to show the Lord that you love Him by taking forth action, keeping His commandments. Right?
In Psalms 111 and verse 10, the fear of the Lord.
What?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and a good understanding is them that keep the commandments. He's going to give you that wisdom. He's going to increase you in your knowledge, right? If you keep the Lord's commandments. Now, do you know the commandments? Show God that you love Him, right? And if you love Him, you're gonna take heed to the words of the Lord, right? And repent and put forth all the things that you thought was right, because there's ways that seem right unto a man, right? But it's not right to the Most High, right? Bring it up.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
Brother, you know what swine is, brother? You know what swine is?
I know everything you're talking about, but I'm trying to.
But do you keep
I'm on a time. I want to help y'all spread y'all message. I don't think y'all understand. I still here for longer than expected.
So if you wanna, you gotta.
I know what swine is. I just did 5 years ago. I know.
If you wanna spread
back and forth.
If you wanna spread the message, brother, you gotta study these things and search out the things that we bringing out to you, right?
What's y'all like? How can I get in contact with y'all?
Somebody got a flyer?
Somebody got a flyer for the brother?
Somebody got a flyer for the brother?
That's what I'm talking about, like flyer. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But
who are we, brother? Who are we, brother? As a people?
I feel like.
What's our nationality?
I don't know.
What's your nationality?
I told you I was
Yeah, but we just proved that the Israelites, they're hid in prison houses, right? They went into slavery on ship, right? Who must that make us then? If that pertains to our people. That make us the Israelites, brother, right? So you understanding that you're an Israelite is things that's required of, right? Bring this out.
This is the book
of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
The Lord requires something of you, right? You have to show forth the action behind you knowing that you're an Israelite. You can't just walk around, oh, I'm an Israelite, right? I want to tell everybody, but you're not even letting your light shine, showing that you keeping the acts of an Israelite, right? You actually a man of the Lord, right? You actually keeping His commandments, you know?
And now Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
You, as an Israelite, brother, you got to keep the commandments of the Lord, right? So it's best if you search out what things the Lord requires of you, right? Because you know what sin is according to what's sin? What wrong according to what? You step on a brother's shoe.
Nah, that's not a sin.
So what's sin?
I guess when I'm breaking the commandments.
When you breaking the commandments, brother.
Right.
So if you don't know the commandments that you got to be keeping as an Israelite, when you say you're in sin, right? So give me the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 9. Because what's going to happen to the sinner? Not hell, right?
You don't believe in hell either?
No, but we don't believe in hell, right? Hell is a condition, right? We're living in hell right now.
I agree. But you can live in heaven right now too.
Yeah, and the so-called white man is living in heaven, right? As you see these high-rise buildings, all these things, and this is the so-called white man's heaven. Bring that up. 13 to 9. So let's see what's gonna happen to the sinners.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse number 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
The day of the Lord is coming cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. You know?
To lay the land desolate.
To do what?
To lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
He said he's gonna do what?
Destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
So the Lord's coming to destroy the sinners. Right? So that's why it's in your best bet. And you gotta open up the words of the Lord, right? Your history, right? Everything that you gotta be doing, and keep the commandments, brother. Right? That's what you gotta be doing. And give me that Acts real quick. Acts 17 and 11.
Let's look at Acts.
This is what you gotta do, brother. Before you walk off, I gotta bring this out.
The book of Acts, chapter 17, and verse 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind.
So you're receiving the word, right? You want to know how do you spread this message, you know?
And search the scriptures daily.
And what?
And search the scriptures daily.
No, I'm gonna go home and I ain't gonna look at my Bible.
And search the scriptures daily.
You gotta search the scriptures daily to do what?
Whether those things were so.
Right, so you gotta search the scriptures to see if these things that we bringing out is actually true. We don't want you to believe our word. We want you to believe the words of the Lord, right? So you being an Israelite, you gotta keep the commandments. And you to spread this message, first you gotta start with yourself, brother. You gotta get yourself right? He says, work out your own salvation, right? So then you can go out and teach the people, right? You got that, you ran it out.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23.
You from Chicago? And you can be out on this side, man, teaching your people, right? With the brothers out here.
I told you I got a big influence.
All praises, right? Bring it up.
It says, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges.
Do what?
Go out into the highways and hedges.
Right, so he wants his people to go out to the highways and hedges. You being the servant of the Most High, right? Now you girded up, now you keeping the commandments, and you got to go out there to the highways and hedges and do what?
And compel them to come in.
And do what?
Compel them to come in.
Right, you got to compel your people, right? The other Israelites that don't understand that they're Israelites, and compel them to come back to the Lord. Right? Compel them to keep the commandments. Compel them and tell them that the kingdom's for them, right? You know?
That my house may be filled.
That the Lord's house may be filled with his people, right? Because the kingdom is coming, brother, right? Give me Isaiah 55 and 6 real quick. You know how to repent? You know how to repent? Give me the book.
I repent every day, bro.
You repent every
Wake up in
day?
the morning, when I go to sleep, I always ask
What are you repenting from?
I ask God for forgiveness because I was doing sin.
Yeah, but what are you repenting from? Right? Because you understand pork, you can't eat pork according to the Bible, right? Right? So you not eating pork according to the Bible, right? You eat a damn pork chop, right? You eat it and then you ask for repentance. Can you go back and eat it again?
I feel like you should.
Right? You feel like you should, but can you?
No, I wouldn't do it again if I do better.
Right? You can't do it again because you will be willfully sinning. Right? You can't willfully sin. Repentance is you. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 67 real quick.
Did you get the flyer?
This is the book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 19. Repent ye therefore and be converted.
You said what?
Repent ye therefore and be converted.
You gotta repent and be converted, right? Read on.
That your sins may be blotted out.
What?
That your sins may be blotted out.
You gotta repent and be converted that your sins may be blotted out.
Right.
Now, we're gonna show you how to convert. Read that.
Psalm chapter 19 and verse 7.
Yeah.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
You said what?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is perfect. Doing what?
Converting the soul.
Doing what?
Converting the soul.
Is brother convert?
Converting the soul.
The law of the Lord is perfect. It's gonna convert your soul. Right now, you're not gonna hate your brother. Now you're not gonna whore out the women of Zion. Right now, you gonna serve the Lord with sincerity in your heart. You got precept? Bring it up.
Psalm 32 and verse 5.
Before you go, who on?
We the Israelites, man.
You know what? What we gotta be doing?
We gotta be finding our people, man. For real.
What actions we gotta be taking?
We gotta be following the commandments.
All right.
We gotta follow the commandments.
Praise the Most High.